Superman and Batman, played by Christopher Reeve and Michael Keaton, are widely believed to share a world, and one issue of Superman 78 suggests that this hypothesis may be correct. Superman is a cultural figure whose appeal extends far beyond his appearances in comic books. Christopher Reeve, Richard Donner, and many others brought him and his supporting characters to life in a now iconic blockbuster movie in 1978, 40 years after his comedic debut. Over a decade later, Tim Burton's great film starring Michael Keaton as Batman brought Batman back to theaters for the first time in decades. Both series have lately been reintroduced in the continuing Superman 78 and Batman 89 publications, with the former implying that they are part of the same continuity as the latter. For many audiences, the original Batman and Superman films are the quintessential live-action portrayals of their respective comic book heroes, and they contributed to shape the modern-day superhero blockbuster. There are several examples of fan-made art, ideas, and movies that link the Reeve and Keaton iterations of Superman and Batman together, which is unsurprising. While not all of them are meant to be taken literally, fans have shown an interest in seeing the universes collide. The superhero comic genre, particularly the DC and Marvel universes, were distinguished by their separate shared universes long before the Marvel Cinematic Universe popularized the notion of shared continuity and casual crossovers. The third issue of Superman 78 has two Easter eggs that are easy to overlook but might have major implications. The first is a copy of the Gotham Gazette magazine, which can be seen in one panel's backdrop. With the title The Prodigal Son Returns, the cover features what seems to be Bruce Wayne. The cover page of a Daily Planet newspaper is featured in the next panel, with the heading Mysterious Batman Terrorizes Gotham, while Superman's surrender to Brainiac is the major story. This proves that a version of Batman exists in Richard Donner's Superman universe, and that it might be the one shown in Tim Burton's films. The prodigal son on the cover of the Gotham Gazette edition isn't named, but it's most certainly Bruce Wayne. After finishing his rigorous training abroad, Bruce has most certainly returned to Gotham. The issue presents a hazy picture for how the two realities may collide, with the Daily Planet cover describing Batman in the next panel. By the time Batman begins his career, Superman had already established himself as a well-known and revered hero in Metropolis. In 1987, Superman's fourth and final film in the Donner universe was released, which coincided nicely with Tim Burton's 1989 Batman debut, which featured a Dark Knight who'd already begun his superhero career, terrorizing criminals for 1 or 2 years prior to the events of the film. The face on the Gotham Gazette cover doesn't seem exactly like Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne, but it doesn't rule out the possibility that he and Reeve's Superman are in the same universe. With their probable relationship being widely publicized and with a decade and a year separating their respective premieres, it wouldn't be shocking if DC formally merged the cinematic worlds. Connecting the Superman films of Richard Donner with the Batman films of Tim Burton would be, at worst, a harmless bit of fan service for the most ardent viewers and readers. It may, at best, represent the start of a crossover event between the two books. If the hypothesis is correct, Christopher Reeve's Superman and Michael Keaton's Batman might meet in the pages of DC Comics at some point in the future.